Today we will look at profit, we will try and understand what we mean when we say profit, and we will hopefully understand how to make more of it. Hopefully. Hi everyone, Fabio Palvelli here with another video. I'm so happy to see you again, and if this is your first time here, welcome. The word profit is often used in a very loose way to indicate the amount of money that a person or a company earn doing what they do. Now, if you're a designer or a creative person like an artist or an architect, it is very important to understand a bit better what profit is, especially if you're trying to build a company. Even if you are a freelancer and you work on your own, you are still technically a company and you should understand what profit is. In a nutshell, profit is the money that is left in the company bank after all costs are paid. Let's make a quick breakdown so to understand this a little bit better. Say that I'm working on my own, I'm a commercial artist, and in a year I make sales of images for $10. Say that I have costs of $2 per year between software and electricity, maybe rent. Say that I pay myself a salary of $6 per year. These are usually referred to as fixed costs. The amount of money left in the bank of my company at the end of the year, in this case $2, that is considered the profit. Of course, we should probably expand a little bit here. These $2 is what is commonly referred to as PBIT, profit before interests and taxes. In fact, profit is taxed. Now, depending on the type of company that you have, this tax may vary. I recommend you that you talk to an accountant to make sure that you're doing everything correctly and that you do not owe any money to the government, because that's a problem. Now, in times of crisis like this pandemic, we have learned how important it is for a creative company to be profitable and to stay profitable. Because say that you have a bad month or two and no jobs are coming in. That should ring a bell for some of us. You will be able to survive by using cash that you have saved up. And that cash will be coming from the profit that you have made. Also, another important thing to consider is that profit is where you will get the money for, say, things like training, if you want to take classes about a new software, or maybe you want to go and travel to see some of your clients. You will have to use your own money, and so profit will give you the agility to do things that require money. If you're trying to grow and expand your studio and maybe you're looking for support from external investors, then these investors will look at your profit before deciding whether or not there is a potential to earn money and get involved with you. Now, there are two ways to create more profit. The first one is to make more money. Pretty simple. It is simple to say, but it can actually be very hard to achieve in reality. The second one is to spend less. If you read up stories of how startups survived in their early days in order to build profit and keep growing, you will often hear how the founders had to cut their own salary to save up money in order for their company to stay profitable. And that is because spending less is the easiest thing to do when you need more cash. If instead you're trying actively to make more money, there are three things that you can do. The first one, you need to make sure that the product or service that you offer is up to industry standard. This means that you have to offer a product of high quality, but you also have to offer things like good customer service, good communication, because your offer as a professional creative is a combination of more things and not only the work that you produce when you get hired. Oftentimes, young entrepreneurs, because they are so eager to get started, they decide to enter very well-established markets with a so-called MVP, minimum viable product. And because of that, they end up getting paid very bad. And so this way, they might think that they're earning money, but in reality, they will struggle to create profit and they will struggle to grow in the long run. Now, the second thing is that once you make sure that your product is good, you need to make sure at all costs that you're charging the right amount for it. In fact, you can earn money doing what you do, and you might still not be profitable because maybe you're too cheap. This is usually what happens in the beginning when you first get started with your own business, but it is something that needs to be adjusted as you move forward. Number 3, you need to make sure that you have enough sales activities to make sure that you maximize the time that you spend doing work that you actually get paid for. And so things like cold calling people, writing emails, networking, also doing the proper type of social media work. These are all vital to maximize your reach, get more clients, and maximize your earnings. And so to recap, today we have learned 3 things. What profit is, why profit is important to the life of a creative company, and what can you do to maximize profit. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Sometimes the community has the best answers. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please share it. Leave a like, that's always appreciated. My name is Fabio Palvelli. Thanks a lot for watching and see you guys next time.